So we'll save the game, drink a little tea. Probably a bad idea to have a large glass of tea with me during what's probably going to be a pretty long recording session, because, you know, you may have to take a few breaks, but, you know, all because it's a bad idea doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. You can't make good decisions all the time in life. If you only made good decisions, you wouldn't have any bad decisions that you made to clean up after. And, you know, what would be the use of good decisions at that point? So, you know, really, making good decisions all the time is just not a good decision overall. And I don't know why I'm saving spell charges here, because it's not like I'm really, like, lacking for charges of Thunder 2, but, we'll just go ahead and do it anyway. And as you might have seen, like, the Red Mage did, like, 25 damage when he swung his, falchion normally, but when he got a critical hit, he did, like, 75 damage, and that just goes to show you what I was talking about with critical hits being, very important for physical damage dealers, especially, for example, black belts. Now, if you wanted to have a sort of safe option that's sort of independent of the randomized features, Black Belt is a good class to take along, because if you power level a Black Belt, he'll be able to pretty much solo the final boss. Oh, and the Adamant, so we are definitely going to want to be checking out the Dwarf Cave pretty soon. House and a canoe. Okay, so I guess that should open up the map a bit for us, and that's a lot of key items, really heavily. Let's go ahead and actually use a tent, just because I want to lock in all that good progress. So we've got the canoe, and oh, I did not put that in the tracker. Oh well. We've got the canoe, and we've got the adamant, so that will make us all nice and happy. But yeah, I can't believe I forgot to put the canoe in the item tracker, but the canoe will let us move through these rivers. That's very fancy. And I don't think I can go to Dwarf Cave yet, can I? I don't think I have that turned on. And we'll run. Well, we won't run from the end. Normally this would be something to run from, but because the golden experience curves give a flat amount of gold and experience in addition to a multiplier, large groups of weak enemies are still, you know, disproportionately rewarding to fight. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. And, yeah, level 7. See, this is... the great thing about the randomizers compared to the original, and probably why I've beaten the randomizer, you know, infinitely many more times, you know, because any percent increase from 0 is infinite, is just because I, oh god, wait, do I have to go to Ice Cave? Oh my, I have to go to Ice Cave early. Oh dear. Well, that should still be livable. I don't think I saw any houses anywhere. I'll also have to see if I can buy any Improvoker or something. Jeez. Oh dear. I forgot what I was talking about, but that's probably not quite as important at this point. Yeah, I think I may actually have to go, to the Ice Cave, because I don't think I can get to Elfland without the ship. Or without, like, the modification of the map to be able to get to the Dwarf Cave without the ship. So I think I actually may have to run to Ice Cave, which would be less than great. But I suppose what must be done must be done. Oh wait, I need to check if they have any houses, because houses will restore spell charges, and I would like to have some restored spell charges while I'm out and about. What does this wise man have to say? The ship is on 4 or 5 of the Ice Cave. Okay, well that sounds like we're gonna actually have to go to the Ice Cave early then. Well, what a start to the randomizer. I mean, it's probably not that bad. You know, I probably, the Ice Cave is probably not as bad as I think of it as. It can be pretty harsh in vanilla, is my understanding, because I think some of the enemies have Death Touch. But, to the average player of the randomizer, I don't necessarily think it's quite so harsh. I think I have to go this way to Ice Cave, yeah. I usually don't go to Ice Cave except with the airship, so, you know. Yeah, and I don't have any armor, do I? That actually could die very easily. So, you know what? One of the great things about the randomizer that I can do that I can't do with the NES version is I can, you know, fast forward, so I don't have to sit around waiting for garbage to happen. And we'll fight this iguana, because I figure one enemy I have the Sun Sword, right? I can probably deal okay damage, and also take a ton of damage in return, which just goes to show you that I am very stupid, because I am trying to run to this ice cave without any, like, weapons or armor. But, like I said, smart decisions, you can't always make smart decisions. But yeah, it looks like early ice cave is the move. And I probably should actually get some armor for my fighter. The fighter, because of the way enemy targeting works in Final Fantasy 1, is going to be basically hit by 50% of the enemy's attacks. So, leaving him with no armor, if I'm going to go into a dungeon that's higher level than I'm really supposed to be going to, is probably not smart. We cannot use the Opal Shield, because only promoted fighters can use Opal equipment. And I'm not strictly convinced that the wooden armor is the best, because I think there might have been something better in Coronaria, so I will go ahead and just check that with my feet. I will walk over there. Oh, and mad ponies, and no magic, so we'll just blast these guys, call it a day. Bang, boom, bop, beep. Bang. There you go. Magic is pretty safe to target things with, because well, at least level 2 spells are safe to target things with. The interesting thing about Final Fantasy 1 is that spell targeting is actually, not as adjustable as in later games, where, like, any spell can multi-target, basically, if you just, tap left enough times. Whereas in this game, all high-level spells automatically multi-target, but level 1 spells never multi-target. So, you know, that's, neat, and that's part of why mages are so much better in the randomizer, because the Flame Shield's not bad. And by Silver Gauntlets and Iron Shield, because it's cheap enough to actually afford. But one of the reasons that mages are so much better in the randomizer is that you can get access early to not only spells that are more powerful, but spells that will actually let you clear out large groups of annoying enemies, which is, you know, useful, because it's something that fighters with their high damage single target moves can't necessarily do. And I don't, so yeah, Red Mage cannot equip any of that armor, but we will still probably want to buy him something. Oh dear. Imps have gaze, that's not actually too scary. The threat is potentially that you'd get this unlocked, but that doesn't, they don't seem to be wanting to do that. And one fade will take them all out anyway. But the way that enemy targeting works means that Larry will be taking 50% of enemy attacks, Mo will be taking 25% of enemy attacks, everyone will be getting a level, and the remaining 25% will be split between Curly and Shimp, 12.5% to each of them. And if you adjust your party order, then, you know, that will cause them to take on the hit rates of other M1s. So if I move Curly to the front, he'll suddenly be taking half of the enemy attacks. What can I get here? Wooden armor. Yeah. I guess I'll go get Mo some wooden armor, because that's all I can really get. I guess I could grind a bit for a Cure 4 shirt, which no one can equip, because I think the magic shirts are only for the promoted wizard classes, but I'm not gonna use them for equipping, because they're worse than, like, gold bracelets. So, you'll probably just see it be used for, you know, actual uses of Cure 4. So let's run around a bit, get some levels, and by levels I mean monies. We don't really, I mean, we want the levels, obviously, but the thing that, oh dear, that's a lot of damage. Alright, see, it's the great thing about armor, though, is it will reduce our damage. So, and the random spell damage means that even these little creeps might not necessarily be taken out by our probably over-leveled Red Mage. We have the money for a Cure 4 shirt now. I think that is enough, actually. I'll probably just have one Cure 4 shirt, because buying more than one of them is probably going to cost quite a bit. And also because, oh wow, we have exact change. Hilarious. I don't think I've ever seen that. And we'll give it to Curly, because he does not have any healing spells of his own. And how much is a house? Because I'd like to have at least 2 houses, one to save going in and one to save going out. That's 2,400 gold. So yeah, we'll try that at least. And hopefully that won't take us too long to grind that much money. Shouldn't be an overly arduous task, because, you know, like I said, the gold modifiers are very, very generous in the randomizer by default. And we'll just magic away. Boom, bing, bop, bing. Nah. It's quite an experience, certainly, to, So, yeah, I should take 4 battles, and we'll have enough. And, you know, maybe I should, heal up, between fights. It's a bit weird is that, you know, I'm not used to necessarily playing this without, music. I mean, I'm used to playing this without music, but I normally have music on at the time while I'm playing. In this case, I do not. I'm actually playing with just the game's sound effects and no music. Because I don't want to, like, start commenting on music that the audience isn't necessarily going to hear, but I also don't want to bother with, like, you know, adjusting volume right now, or picking what song is fitting. You know, I'm still very unsure of what to actually do in terms of the music that will go in the final episode. You know, a horrible but interesting mistake would be to hand the video file over to my friends and let them pick the music, which would probably result in the background for the video being some video game OSTs or 12 hours of white noise and static ASMR. But, you know, there's a lot of options that are available. I could do the Summoning Salt soundtrack, a bunch of little vaporwave tunes. Could do, you know, geez, Christmas songs, right? A whole Christmas playlist. This, my idea to do the series was actually to make, and I say series even though I have no idea if I'm actually going to cut any of these episodes. The original idea was to do this as a sort of Christmas special. I would make this lovely little video and upload it on Christmas Day or something, but due to unexpected circumstances which will not be divulged further, that became a bit of an inconvenient prospect, and I figured I would just, well, hey, I can just reuse the idea for New Year's, right? So, you know, since this is December 30th, I might not have the video done in time. I'm hoping I can beat the randomizer in one sitting, but, you know, the thing about randomizers is you never know how long they're gonna take. I mean, yeah, Temple of Fiends could have, like, frickin' the, ship, canoe, and floater, and you could just instantly fly everywhere you wanted. But let's open up the menu if I can remember the shortcut. Which, yes I can, so I have to go down this way. Oh wait, no, that's not represented properly, is it? Oh, I'm pretty sure I can reach Ice Cave from Provoke. In fact, I'm pretty sure you have to in vanilla, because, you cannot. Because, the river system from Crescent Lake and the volcano is not connected. I'm gonna just run away, actually. I don't need to worry about all this. And it's probably very stupid that I am, even attempting Ice Cave, but, like, here's the thing. I'm not familiar enough with vanilla to really say what is or isn't an intelligent decision. So, I know where all the chests are, but I'm also used to, you know, things falling roughly in sufficient order for me to pretty reliably just, oh dear, trance. What's that gonna do? Alright. Well, that's one use of Lit 2. Oh dear, that could stun lock us. Alright, well, let's see how long this takes. Oh, good. That's just joy. Yeah, you know what? The great thing is, you know, I don't have to play this on, like, the freaking, NES, because this would just be arduously long. And we also may have just gotten, stun locked. Oops. Let's see what happens, and no, we have managed to break the curse. Ouch. Do we have enough heal potions? We should probably use a couple of those. No, not on that guy, though. That was a bad use of heal potions. run away. Let's not deal with any more, paralyzing. Oh, no. Yay. And this is a dead end, of course. I do not have the river system entirely memorized. I would normally check a map for the river system, but, you know what? I thought it would be fun to not bother checking maps in the middle of the Let's Play. I thought that might, you know, seem a little boring to the audience, so I decided I would just not. Which is, gonna be interesting for some dungeons, because, I don't have the I do not have the, whatchamacallit, the layouts memorized for some of them quite as well as others. But, we will make do. We will, hopefully nothing here has, like, Death Touch or, freaking Toxic or any of the other myriad possible dangerous, awful, horrible spells. One of the things that I have done in the game is, I have, we'll go ahead and use Spark, why not? I have turned down the encounter rate pretty significantly, both in the overworld and in dungeons, so extremely powerful, dangerous enemies are not quite as much of a threat. You also, you know, like, look, we're already level 10, if you haven't been playing for even an hour, I don't think. Also, there's nothing useful down there, I don't think. So, you know, even with the encounter rate way down, and even running away from some battles, we are still very, very, we still level up very quickly. That's just because the experience and gold boost in the randomizer is so generous, and we're also doing decently, well, maybe owing to our high-level spells. Again, I only know this game from the randomizer, basically. It's probably a weird, condition among people, but, you know, I don't really know much about tackling a ice cave without the spells that you get, the high-level spells that you randomly get in the Corneria shop, so, whatever. I know. Maybe this dungeon is way worse or way better than I think it is. I only have, like, what I've vaguely heard from other people to go off of. Oh dear. This could be bad. Okay. Yeah, darn. Well, there goes one of our powerful folks. I don't think these guys are undead, so we'll just fade them. They are quite, powerful, which is unfortunate. Oh, dearie me. Try and heal yourself. I think that should kill him, though. Yay. And, so Curly is going to be missing out on some of his experience, but his friends are going to be leveling up a bit faster. And the bottle! Alright, that's interesting. Let's go and change our equipment a bit, because, Curly cannot make much use of that shirt while he is tragically deceased, so we'll give it to Mo, because Mo doesn't have, quite... Oh, and, of course, go to our items and heal up the poor soul Mo. And Larry as well, and oh my goodness, look at how pleasant all these beeps and boops are, you know? Why would anyone ever turn the sound off when they're playing this game, huh? An iron gauntlet, that is, I think an improvement over the armor we have currently. No, it is not, because we have, like, a silver gauntlet. Well, actually, I think iron might actually give you more defense than, silver. There's something strange about it. But silver's big thing is not that it's powerful, it's just that it's lightweight, so it's kind of... So in some sense, it's like Fire... Oh, dear. This is quite a bit. In some sense, it's like Fire Emblem, where the advantage of silver is that it is lightweight. But in some senses, it's not, because in Fire Emblem, yes, silver is lightweight, but it's also actually powerful. Alright, and... hope that this Fade manages to clear him out, because I am strained for the good hits. I also didn't even check if I could run away, which is maybe something I should have done. You can run away from some of the set tile encounters in this randomizer, because which encounters you can run away from is itself randomized. That's not the case in the original Final Fantasy, where every encounter that you get on a floor tile is unrunnable.